Hello everybody, Stefano Gaming here, and as you can see we are going to be doing another very epic Arrow 259 stream. Let me really quickly set up some nice random shuffled Stefano Gaming music. Alright, there we go. Okay, let me just remove that there. Actually, yeah, I'll just do that. There we go. Alright, so now we got some nice jams going on in the background here. We can get started on this. Alright, let me just, I'm just reorganizing how my stuff is set up so then I can quickly and easily change the song, if ever needed. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, fuck, but that kind of hides chat. Shit, one sec. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Magical. Alright. So, yeah. So we're just going to have some nice little fancy jams in the background. And we're going to go back to adding more stuff and testing things. Alrighty. So let's start by, since we have these little testing guides here, let's start adding some items so then we have something to like mess around with. So let's add we're going to add a sprite. And we're just going to call this T1 item. And we're going to go, I actually have a file specifically for this exact thing where it's literally just every single tier 1 item image is like, so I could go through this like super easy, just add all of them right now actually. And we are going to actually add almond water into that pool. Absolutely vibing right now. Oh fuck, this took over words. Shit, I was too busy jamming. And then it also doesn't really matter what order we put these in because it's going to be randomly rerolled anyway every time a new item drops. So it doesn't really matter which order we kind of put these in. God, I'm so glad I created this fucking folder with all of these. Fucking did it. Because originally I did that for the tier list so that it would be like easier to like, put them all into like one spot. So that I could just like paste them all into the tier list at once. So then it would just be like easy for other people to activate or like to mess around with. But in turn, I accidentally basically created a perfect backup for recreating all of the items. So that's like super fucking nice. Alright, so let's do this 3A battery. We're gonna like change the name of some. So like for this one we might just call this yeah, I might just change it to just 2 GB RAM. Because before it was just, DDR4 or DDR2. But I feel like for most people it'll probably be easier to use the like less in quotes technical term and just call it RAM because, people are probably going to understand that more and be like, yeah, we'll do it like that. Never. Alright, and then we can, obviously change the names of other things. So we got, almond water, copper wire, earbuds, iPhone. And now we'll keep that together. Switch to Ruby. Handheld fan. Actually, we could just call it desk fan. That's probably a better name for it. Alright. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, fuck, I'm dying. Alright. God, I don't know why that's so fucking funny to me to say. It's just like, oh shit, I'm dying. Just anytime I sneeze. Alright, SATA cable. Stop sign. Rusted CPU. Oh my god, just fucking slap my keyboard. Yeah, small rubber ball. Wallet. And wooden sword. There we go. Alright, and then so let's also get to really quickly adding the item pedestals. So we're gonna call this item. I don't know how to fucking spell pedestal shit. We'll just say stand, item stand. Alright, and so this one, I do have to kind of find the thing wherever the fuck it is, but I'm sure this one shouldn't be too bad. Let's see. Music is absolutely jamming though, so that's good. Okay, that's the box. But that's not what we're looking for. We want the item stand. There's forest spawner. Let me see if we can find it by name. Yeah, no, I guess I didn't name it right. Unfortunate. Alright, let's look through this then. They're there. Oh, yeah, because I put the full name, yeah, tier 1. That's what it was. Okay. There we go. So now we can just, like, drop this in here really quick. Ta-da! It's just like new. No way. Alright. So we got that. We're just gonna put that little center on there. And then let's take tier 1 item. Which, that's a little big. One sec, we want to do... Oh yeah, because that is double it, yeah. We're gonna try putting it like right here. I'm gonna try this. Okay, that didn't be too bad. Alright, let's go to behaviors. We're gonna add sway because it's a super easy, simple way to make it kind of sway side to side, like it does in the actual one. So we're gonna remove the scale because we don't want to be scaling the thing. We just wanted to change the angle. So let's set this to 3 for now on both. And we'll set this to maybe 3 as well. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so we definitely need to shorten the amount of time on here. So put that to... Actually, we could try 1. Okay, not too bad, but it moves a little slow. So let's... I say we increase this. Let's try putting this back to 5. And that should maybe move a little smoother. Okay, not too bad. Honestly, we can make it move a little faster. Let's say 0.6. Okay, it's a little too fast. Let's make these extend a little bit more, and then let's bring this back a little bit. Okay. Still a little fast. Alright, let's bring it back to 1 for each. And let's see how that looks. Okay, that's not bad. I could probably, yeah, I'd say for now that's pretty good. Alright. So now we have that little thing going on there. All nice and fancy and whatnot. Alright. So we got that. Okay. I'm really debating on the size of this, because, like, I presume it's not supposed to be this big. Yeah, because that's, like, massive. I mean, pixel-wise, though, that is the correct scale to it. Yeah, because this box isn't supposed to be that fucking big. I mean, granted though, the RAM stick is probably one of the bigger items. Okay, one second. Let me just like swap to like this, just to like see how that looks. Okay, we might shrink that down a little bit, but let's try doing like, let's try like 88. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll just move that down a little bit. Let's take a look at that. Okay, yeah, that's a little more manageable. Okay. So we got that. Now let's actually, let's also really quickly, we're gonna go and create a group here. We're gonna call this items. There we go. T1 item. There we go. And let's also create a folder too. So it's just easier for, you know, organizing and grabbing stuff later. Don't want me to put that there, I meant to put that there. There we go. Okay. And so we're gonna really quickly go out here, we're gonna add this new one here. We're gonna call this items. Let's make this like look at this kind of color. Ah, it's a little too greenish. Yeah, we'll just do like that. Alright. So we're going to really quickly here, we're gonna go for each object. And we're gonna go for T1 item stand. And we're gonna have T1 item stand. We're gonna do however many are on the scene, and so we're gonna do greater than 0. So basically, you know, if there is more than 0, you know, basically, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's basically just if there's any of them on the scene, it will account for each individual one, and it will. And we're gonna go here and do once, because we don't want to continuously keep spawning items. We just want to do it once. We're going to create an object. We're going to create the tier 1 item at its coordinate. So it's basically just if one of these is on the scene, it's going to spawn in an item above it of the correct tier. So you see how currently, you know, we just have the tier 1 item stand, nothing else. Well, now we have this. Obviously, we do need to really quickly, we need to adjust the point of origin for the items. And we need to go to here. And we're just gonna go down here, add for each object. We're gonna go to the items group. I'm just gonna do size of items set to 88. And eventually we might change that to like a different number. So now whenever I go in here, you can see it creates it right there. Obviously we want to create a little bit higher than that. So we're gonna do that minus, let's try 5 for now. Okay, maybe a little higher. Minus 10. And then we could also shrink this down. Let's try 82. See if that's too small. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. Could move that maybe a little bit more up. Let's try negative 12. And maybe a little bit more. Just a little teensy-weensy little bit. There we go. Okay, that should be good. And we can always shrink it down and stuff like that. So you can see I can walk through it. I can't pick up the item, none of that, you know. So we're going to really quickly give this the platform behavior so that we can walk through it. And we're going to change its hitbox. So we're going to move it down here. Honestly, we could have moved it a little lower. And then since the player already has its hitbox kind of cut in half, I can already walk up to it, like if I were to, you know, pick something up. And actually, if we want, we can even bring this in a little bit more, so then it's easier to walk up closer to it. And let's give it the same exact thing that we did with the enemies here. We have this right here, where you can kind of like go in front and behind, and it'll like work accordingly. So we're gonna have to here. We're gonna actually remove that. We're gonna change the. We're gonna add a group, and we're gonna call it. Let's call it obstacles. Oh, I can't fucking spell. Let's call it solids, because it's gonna be like solid like blocks, or actually blocks. That's a good one. There we go. And so we're gonna add that into there. We're also gonna add things like, you know, like the boxes and just like the other item stands. You know, more like solid things that aren't the walls. So we're gonna go to blocks, 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 and blocks. And so we're basically just doing the same thing here. So here, let's also, let's go down here and here. And we're going to add for each object of blocks. And we're just gonna put these under it. And we're gonna move that all the way up here. And so now, whenever I'm in front of it, I will actually be in front of it. And then whenever I'm behind it, I will be behind it. And same works for the gun as well. So there we go. So now we have that looking all nice and fancy. And we need to actually get to adding the actual items themselves. So we're gonna really quickly, we're gonna set, yeah, we're gonna leave that there. That, we could probably move that right here. Actually, we don't really need to do that. Okay, for that, we're just gonna put that, let's just move that up here. There we go. All right. Honestly, actually, we might make it even smaller, actually. Just by a little bit. Let's try, like, 76. Let's see that. Okay, that looks good. That's good. Because, again, we don't want them to be, like, way too overly massive items, you know? All right. So we got that. Let's see. All right, so I can close that for now. We don't need enemies open. We can close that too. And yeah, and so now we're just gonna add another folder here. We're gonna replace. There we go. So we're gonna call it tier 1 items, because that's, you know, gonna be for tier 1 items. So we're gonna change the thing here. So we're gonna, like, you know, color code them so then it's easier to, you know, mess around with later. And so this, let's also do this here. We're gonna call this spawners. And so this will just be for, like, you know, each individual thing here. So, like, if I were to create this and, like, put multiple around here, if I go into here, it should spawn one on each, as you can see, like that. So then we can have more than one item, or, you know, in a thing. Alright, and then we already actually did that better than in the original, because sometimes in the shop, when you get two of the same thing, it would actually bug out and not do it. So now we have that completely fixed, which is, you know, mwah, chef's kiss, beautiful, perfect. And so now we are just going to really quickly We're gonna go in here. We're gonna make another folder. We're gonna call it item stands. We're gonna put that there. And so we're just making all these folders so it's like really easy to, you know, organize, grab things later. For the gun, we can actually probably put them in players as well for now. And then we're gonna add another one here. We're just gonna call this floors. Because eventually whenever we start to like getting to level building stuff, that's gonna be like super fucking helpful. Having all that like organized like that. Alright, so we got that. And then the shadow ones, I can kind of just sit down there. We don't really need to organize those as much right now. Alright. So now that we have that set up, we can, honestly, I'll probably start adding the other item spawners really quick. Just so that it'll be a little bit easier. So it's switch out to tier 2 item stand. And we'll get rid of that. And we're just going to delete that. And we're going to go tier 2 spawner. There we go. Oh yeah, that's another thing. We're also going to make it where it sets all of those. We're just going to go here. Yeah, we'll just do the... Oh, I need to capitalize it. That's it. Let's... One sec. Oh, yeah, I forgot to name it blocks. I forgot. Okay, so it's 96 and 96. If I'm correct. Yeah, 96. Okay. So we're basically just making sure that if I were to like spawn in something like this, like all tiny, whenever we go in here, it'll actually go back to normal size. There we go. Alright, so we got that set up. Tier 2 one. We're going to set that up. We're going to go to blocks. We're going to put that in there too. And then we're just going to go down the list of these, and then eventually we'll create the items for, you know, each individual one as well. So we're just going to go here. We're going to remove that, and we're going to change it to tier 3. Perfect song came on for this too. So we got tier 3 spawner. We're just going to bring that in here. Beautiful. And we're just going to keep going down the list. So we're going to swap that to 4. I'm going to go all the way over here, delete that too. There we go. Get rid of that. Tier 4 spawner. There we go. Let's go through these really quick, naming them. Just so it's, you know, easier for later if we're ever gonna do anything by their animations. I don't really think we will, but and in the off chance if we do. I'll probably do that for the backrooms thing. We'll probably have alternate pedestal versions, since we're probably gonna end up, you know, making that a little more fancy and sophisticated than it originally was. Since originally I kind of just set it and forget it kind of thing, where I just didn't really update it much. So we're gonna rid of that. We're gonna add the tier 5. Tier 5 spawner. There we go. Alright, then we're just going to go into blocks. We're going to add all those. So then they all, you know, will work accordingly. So that's also, since this is like our little testing room, before we start working on the actual like levels and stuff, we're just going to set this up right here, kind of like that. And then we need one more for the forest room item stand. Okay, and I can go to that. There we go. TF spawn for tier forest. All right, that looks nice and fancily organized. Actually, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can move this over 1. There we go. All right. So we got that all nice and set up. Yeah, let's also add tier 4s to the blocks as well. F. Look at that, we're already only 25 minutes into the stream and we've already added all of the little item pedestals. Perfect. There we go. For this one, we do need to also change their point of origin for each of them. That is pretty important. Let's get that. Oh yeah, because we got rid of things, so we have to change the collision mask as well. Yeah, we will. Okay. Unfortunate, but we do. Okay, we're gonna get that. Gonna go through here. And there we go, and that should be all of their point of origins. And now we're just gonna basically just copy paste this thing's collision mask. So we're just gonna, okay, so, all right, there we go. So then let me just do this. We're just gonna go by memory and hope I got it right. Those are supposed to be 22. There we go. And we can just absolutely vibe. We are getting a lot done right now, goddamn. Like, I knew, like, this was gonna go, like, good, but damn. this is going phenomenal. Alright, and then I'd say once we start, or once we're done adding these, we'll just add in, you know, each of their, like, item types. We'll, you know, put in all the, like, extra things. And then we will, one second, let me just get this here. Oh, okay. I'll put that right there. There we go. Alright, so now that we have that done, we can start adding in the items. And then, yeah, once we're done with the items, we just have to start actually adding in, like, what each one does. So that's also, too, we can add the little item spawners on the side. I actually did, that was one thing, too, that I'm going to try to do better this time, because I thought of a new way that I could potentially do that without it being as much effort. So hopefully we can see if we can get that done. And that'll hopefully, you know, work well. Alright, so we got all the item stands. They're all added here. Good. While we're at it, let's really quickly just add the little box. I think in the files I literally named the box too, so then I can... Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, good size. And we'll just toss that in there. A nice little kind of bigger box. Okay, and so now we have the little box. We'll just, like, you know, just for, like, style points, let's move these up. Let's put them like this, kind of. Alright, and then we'll add little enemies down here. Because walking up to the items feels more correct. And then we can also add these little boxes in between each of them, just for, you know, style points in the testing area. And we'll add a third little scarecrow here. Actually, let's layer them up, so then whenever we're testing things like piercing shot or like certain other effects, we can see how many of them get hit. There we go. Our testing room is looking snazzy, as you would expect. Very fancy. Alright, so we got that looking all nice. Let's add box 2 blocks. Or it's just, yeah, it's just box. Absolutely bopping. Just add its collision mask. And we're gonna do one basically identical to that of the other ones. Though we might actually raise this part a little bit, since this is a kind of bigger box. Let's put it like right here. We'll see how that looks. And then it's behavior, let's go to platform. The other ones we didn't have to do because we just duplicated them from each other. And then the points, we'll just set that right here. Okay, and then we can just reorganize all these now that their point of origin has changed. And so if I were to go into here really quick, You can see all of them work accordingly with the whole like being in front of and being behind things. So then if I go behind them all, you see I can walk behind all of them and they all look nice and fancy. And then like even with like these ones, I can go a little lower on these ones than I can with these. All right, looking good. This one I might actually even raise it a little bit more because I noticed I don't want the character to get accent until like completely fully hidden behind one. You know, so I want like a pretty good amount of the player to be sticking out and like, you know. Okay, yeah, that seems pretty good. There we go. All right, so we got that. I'm also going to just really quickly turn that down a little bit extra, just so that the noise is a little less visible. All right, that's all looking really good. We got all these little guys over here. Shooting them all works. So we got the missile damage numbers. Honestly, I really like how the damage numbers look. I might eventually like leave that in, or I'll like add like a setting or something that turns those on or off. Like so then people can like, you know, choose to have them on or not. I really like how it looks though. All right. Okay, so we have that, and let's just start adding the items then. So we're gonna duplicate. Actually, no, we probably shouldn't duplicate that because it already has so many of the other things in there. Yeah. So we're just gonna create another thing here. We're just gonna call it tier 2 item. And then this one, we're gonna copy the sway. We're gonna paste that in here. And then we're gonna duplicate this one. Because this one doesn't have all the animations and stuff already in it. Tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. And tiered forest. All right. So now we're just going to go down the line. So let me open up that folder again. All right, tier 2 items. We're just going to add a bunch of those really quick. And then we're just going to go down the list of just basically every tier 2 item. Okay, there we go. Power cables and steel sword. All right, and that should be all of them. Okay, so let's name these all really quick. So we got that, we got 2A battery. Actually, one second, let me double check the first one if I capitalized it or not. Yeah, I did, okay. Just checking. So we got brick. We got carrot. CPU fan. One sec, let me see if I capitalized rusted CPU. I did. Honestly, I might just lowercase that because CPU, I would assume it probably should be capitalized, but I like how it looks lowercase. Just me personally, I think it looks a little bit nicer. CPU, iPad, headphones, hearing for dummies, heart, bank, power cable. steel sword. Alrighty. So it's tier 2 items, and then let's also just really quickly pop into here really quick. We're just gonna copy that, change it to tier 2, change that to tier 2, and then just change these all to 2. There we go. Alright, and so then we can really quickly go to tier 2 item. Collision we don't really have to worry about. We just gotta center them all good. And make sure they're part of items. So let's actually do that too really quick. There we go. So then all the items will change their proper size. Let me just stretch really quick. Alright. So now we got that. Oh wait, yeah, let's also make sure this is repeat for each tier 2 item stand, not for tier 1. So now if I open this up, you'll see, ta-da, tier 2 item. And so now we're gonna go through here. And we're just gonna add, here actually, you know, might as well while we're at it, let's just really quickly add the mechanics for all of these. Obviously the other ones won't work because they don't have animations yet, but once we add the animations then it'll, you know, work nice and perfectly. So we're just gonna have that there. Just gonna adjust all those. So now I'm gonna make that tier 5 minus 4. There we go. 4. 4. And we'll go back to this because I accidentally clicked off of it. There we go. I'm gonna go down here. We're gonna turn this to 5. Whoop. 5 item, not item stand. Okay. Oh, turn it to item stand again. God damn it. There we go. Misclick. Now we'll turn that to 5. There we go. And let's put that right there. All right, and that should be good. All right, and so now we just gotta go along here adding the animations for each of the items. So we gotta go back to all items. This is tier 3. I'm just gonna add a shit ton of these. So then we'll just go down the line. So we got that, broken dial, copium, counterfeit coin, credit card, earpiece, iMac. Wait, is this in alphabetical order? Yeah, it is. Interesting. Whenever I put them in the folder, put them in what's it called? Alphabetical order. Huh. I did not know I had that set to do that. Interesting. I mean, hey, I guess that'll be easy for finding things later on. Here we got the rat, we got the pet lice, the RGB LEDs, thesaurus, thumbtacks, and water-cooled CPU. Or actually, I think I just called it water-cool, yeah. Thumbtacks. Did I spell that right? One sec, let me double check. I did spell it right. Holy shit, that's insane. RGB LEDs. Pet lice. Oddly shaped rat. Envy goggles. I'll capitalize that just for night vision goggles, yeah. New CPU with ion battery, ghost orb, flamingo. Alright, I have fast flamingo. Mac. Oh, fuck. Earpiece. So. Credit card. Counterfeit coin. Copium. Nope. All right. Just casually break all my fucking fingers really quick. All right. Oh yeah, let's also add the point of origin really quick. We'll just scoot that over there. Oh, fuck. There we go. All right. Now we just gotta go through the rest of these. Actually, before I do this really quick, I'm just gonna pause the music really quick. I will be right back. I'm just gonna run to the restroom really quick. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying so far. We're getting hella progress done right now. But yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I have returned. Alright. So let's see, where were we? So, I had tier 4 items. Alright. Let's head back to these. Tier 4. Alright. I'm just gonna go down the list. While absolutely jamming. Alrighty. This is going pretty good so far. That to go. Alrighty. Okay. Alright. So let's go to these. Fox bow. Tire. Bank. Fuck, what did I call this again? It was like, I think it was, yeah, ion thrusters, that's what it was. One-way ticket. Okay, I might change this from just oil to just like capitalism incarnate. If I even spelled that right. One sec, let me double check, I did spell it right. Holy shit, no way. Alright. Or is it mutant DNA or mutated? I think it's mutated. Helper Wesley. Key. Ethernet cable. Jedi. And what are names again? I think it was literally just explosive shot. Yeah, it was, yeah, I think it was something like that. Something like that. Alright. That's good. That's us. It's a point of origin. I'm stretching. There we go. Alright. We got that. Then we go to tier 5 items. Let me go here, tier 5. We're just gonna go down the list. So I'm going to move this one to the top. There we go. And just for convenience. Okay. One sec, we're going to quickly delete that and we're going to bring that back, but we're going to press this. There we go. Oh wow, I made the exact amount. Perfect. Oh wait, there's also necromancy. It's just that, what's it called? That was, I added that thing after I made that little folder. So let me get that really quick. Ta-da! Alright. Space Pickle. Prism of Awesomeness. 7 either. I know it used to be called Prism but Awesome, but we're gonna name Prism of Awesomeness. That sounds more fun. One sec. Awesomeness. Does that have an E in it? It does have an E in it. Okay, that is a weird ass word. Okay, Otriad. Oh, you want something really funny with the name Otriad? So I really like how that name sounds, but funny enough, I was just taking... So, like, I was trying to come up with a name for this planet. And based on the fact that, like, it, the way it, like, originally looked, is, like, very, like, you know, rocky and dusty and, like, very sandy kind of planet. Like, you know, very, like, barren and, like, lack of water or whatever. And I was, like, trying to think of things that were, like, if there was any, like, real life thing that was, like, yeah, like a type of rock or just anything that was, like, kind of orangish and like dusty in a way. And funny enough, I was like, bro, what about Doritos? And I literally just mixed around the word Dorito. So like if you take Otriad, if you take those letters, you could literally make Dorito. It's almost Dorito exactly backwards. I just shuffled some of the letters around and Otriad was what came out. And I was like, Otriad actually sounds kind of cool. And then just, yeah, so it's like D-A-R-I-T-O, Dorito. I mean, actually, I think Dorito might have an O instead of an A. But you get the point. That name originally kind of came from the word Dorito, which I thought was fucking hilarious. A little bit of a Stefano Gaming lore. Alright, let's call this. Alright. Let's get at the point of order really quick. Nice and centered. And finally the forest items. Let's go to my all items folder. There we go. So we got that. I'll just add a bunch of these really quick. Bear Claw. Eagle Eye. Luck. Mask of Pidge. Raven's Feather. Recovery. Relief. Sharpened Antlers. Strength. Summer Ruby. Viper Venom, and Wolf's Howl. Except I ended up naming that something else. Which was Grim Howl, I believe. Viper Venom. Oh, I'm not even typing. Summer Ruby. Strength. Sharpened. Oh, yeah, it's relief. I completely forgot what the fucking was for a second. Okay, I'm just making sure I spelled it right. Recovery. Okay. Accomplishment. Did I spell it right? Let me double check. Actually, wait, I think it's already right here. If I hover over this, yeah. Yeah, I did. Sick. Very epic. Alright, let's center this really quick. Boop. Alright. And that's everything, if I'm correct. If I open this, it should... Ta-da! We spawned one of each item. It's a Christmas miracle. Holy hell. Alright. One sec. Let me also, I kind of want to try something. I just want to like see how this looks. If I put the quality to 2. Because that like greatly, what's the word? It like makes it like a lot, fuck, I can't think of the word. A lower requirement, that's kind of what I was trying to say. It's like lower requirement. Okay, so we're just trying, I'm trying to see if I can get like a, okay, that doesn't look that bad. Yeah, because the thing is like, I want it to look good, but I also don't want it to be like too tolling on like the fucking system. And especially when there's like a shit ton of enemies in the room, you know? You really want that to like not be a very big issue. Yeah, okay, that should be fine. Alright, so we have the items. Obviously once you like actually touch them, they'd normally be picked up, but you know, we're gonna adjust that in a second here. So we're gonna go here. Oh yeah, let's also, we can add the text too. That's if we want to add that yet though. We're gonna, here, we're gonna attempt to do something really quick. Alright, one sec, I'm just going through this thing really quick. Alright, so the thing with the item display is it literally just has every single item. So we're gonna have to make a lot of things here. I think that's also a little sucky with it, is it's like, you specifically have to make sure all of the names are identical. Like, there can be no like space where there isn't a space, no miscapitalization, like nothing. It has to be like identical for every single one of their names. Because a lot of the like way that I like log things and save the like data of certain things is by name. Since doing it by number, it works too, and I used to do it like that, but doing it by name is just so much more legible. Like, it's so much easier to like read whenever I'm looking at stuff later on, and to like interchange things. Because then I don't have to remember what number each fucking thing is. So we're just gonna go through all of these. We're just going down the list. Where are we at? Alright, okay. Alrighty. We're making our way. And so we're just going to click apply really quick just to like, you know, make sure we don't accidentally cancel and like have to redo all this shit. Because that would suck. That would suck a lot. So we're going to avoid that, preferably. And we're just going to keep going down the list. And so we're just doing the item display before we start adding in item stuff. Mostly because I really want to test something. Because I have another method that I was going to try to do this instead of having each individual fucking thing being like its own object, because that sucks. And so I want to try to do a method of this that's like a lot faster and more efficient. And it'll be so much easier to add things in the future too. So that's like one thing too. The way I'm like building this is I have like, you know, a lot of that kind of stuff in mind, of like things that I was like, you know, adding later on and like learning about that like I didn't originally think about. And so I'm trying to keep all that in mind, so then whenever I add new things, it should be really easy to add new things. And it won't just be like a super daunting task to add a bunch of shit. I want it to be, enjoyable, fun, and easy. So then, I can just keep updating this game for like, a super, super long time without ever having like, burnout or anything like that. Which honestly, based on just like how the community so far has been like receiving the game, I really don't worry too much about that, like, burning out or getting tired of it, because as long as they're enjoying it, I'm enjoying it, And if they're having fun and they like want me to keep adding more, then, I will very happily oblige. Alright, let's get that. I don't know why we yarded. Goddamn. I'm dying. Alright. We're almost there. I know it's a slow process, but we're getting there. Again, that's the thing too of like adding each item individually one after another, and then having all of them already made, and then like, doing them all at once. Like, it feels a lot faster when you're making each one individually. Like, they're all done, and then you're doing like the next one. But since we have to restart, it feels kind of more tedious, mostly just because you're doing all of the items at once, rather than, pacing yourself and doing, one item at a time, making a new couple items every week. This is just doing all of them at once. But, hey, we're going pretty fast. And it's also obviously very helpful since we already have all the concepts kind of like, well thought out and balanced and everything. And now we're just at the point where, and the same thing too with the art. That's like the thing I'm like the most happy about, is that we still have all the art, because that would fucking suck having to redo all that. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if that happened, like if it was to the point where like all the art was gone too, and like everything else, I probably wouldn't be where I am right now. I probably wouldn't be like, yeah, let's redo this. Yeah, I'd probably be like, nah, fuck that. I'm not doing all the art again. So thankfully, the only thing that got corrupted was the actual code itself. But at the same time, it's, that was kind of the most likely thing to happen, is like, in most cases when something like that happens, it's not going to corrupt all the art and stuff like that. It's usually just going to corrupt the like file that is being saved and stuff like that. So like, yeah, the actual, file that had all the code, so like the JSON file and all that whatnot. Alright, we're gonna have to do a shit ton of typing, because we're gonna have to name each and every one of these. And we're gonna have to make sure we pick up each item at least once just to try it out. Okay. Okay. We're almost there. Oh, fuck, we're got it. Another nice thing too, though, with this is the way how we went by name instead of number. Is it doesn't matter what position they are in this like little list we're making here. So like, for example, I forgot to put necromancy in there again. But we can put it here like after the forced items, because it doesn't matter what order they're in as long as their names are correct. So let's just go find the necromancy really quick. Ta-da! Alright, so now we're just going to save this really quick. We're also going to edit the points, make sure that they're all nice and centered. There we go. Alright. Alright, time to get naming. Holy hell. There's going to be a shit ton of typing. Like a shit ton of typing. Alright, so that's my phone going off. Let's just check an email really quick. All right. All right, 2 gig. Oh fuck! I'm not even typing. 2 GB RAM. AAA battery. I think it's, yeah, was that? Yeah, that was capitalized, I believe. Okay. Water. Copper wire. Let's see how many I can get by just like visual. Your phone. It's like I'm playing one of those games on like Sporkle or some shit, where it's like shows you an image and you have to like type in the name. Okay. Okay. Dial. Okay, it's going pretty good so far. Okay. Is there a can there? Why am I like blanking on thumbtacks? Yeah, there's a K. I don't know why, that was weird. I like looked up and just thumbtacks just looked wrong for some reason. Seeing a K in there. I don't know why. That like caught me off guard. Damn, I got pretty far before I like fumbled the name a tiny bit. Alright. Water cooler. Oh, cooler. Explosive shot. Did I? Just gotta remember how that's spelled. Alright, we're almost there. Like 25 or so more to go. I don't know, I keep putting Mego instead of Mega. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's spelled. Cracking my fingers really quick before I go back to typing. Oh, my hand. Alright. Alright, hopefully I got all those correct. I guess we're gonna find out. So let's put item display up here really quick for like reference. And so we can put this to let's see, because we could have it like this, like super tiny. One sec, let me also go to variables and we're gonna do just like, we're gonna have a number variable and we're gonna set it to order. And so we're gonna try doing something like that. So this one's gonna be 1. This is mostly just for like testing this out. So we're gonna have 2, 3, and 4. So we're just gonna do that really quick just for, you know, testing purposes. Alright, so let's also too really quickly just double check that they're up there. Okay, good. Honestly, we could even move them over to left 1 and down. There we go. So then the items will, you know, appear up there. Obviously right now they're like, you know, set up like that. So we're gonna also create a empty one here. We're just gonna call this empty. And so we're gonna have, you know, over here we're gonna have at the beginning and scene. We're gonna have item display. There we go. Animation by name set to empty. So once we go in here, all of them are just gonna be, you know, non-existent. And so we are going to also go over here and just oh, I'm gonna fucking die. All right, so we're gonna add a thing here and we're gonna call this, or actually let's do inventory. I'm gonna call it items. Okay, so we got that. Okay. Absolutely vibing right now. All right, so we're just gonna do. All right, so we're doing that, and since that doesn't exist, it's basically just gonna wipe the inventories. So basically, like when you first start the run, you just won't have any items if it like does some weird bug or something. And so then these spawners, we don't really need that right now. So we're gonna go and we're gonna create another one here. We're gonna just call this let's do item displays. Displays. What's in the agenda? All right, so for this stream so far, because we're already about hour and 17 minutes in. And so what we did for this stream so far is we created little boxes for like collision. We set up all of the little item tiers again, all of them with their appropriate items. So we set up all of the items basically, which I'd say is pretty sick. I do need to actually add bullet collision with those too. So let's also really quickly, while we're at it, let's we'll just make another thing here. We'll just call this like solids, just for like, you know, walls, stuff like that. And we'll make that like all black. Do if that is in collision with, here we'll make another thing here. And so that'll be for like walls and blocks. Oh, no, not that. And then eventually we'll add walls and stuff too, but for now, we'll just do this. Let's also do for each instance of it. Bullet, there. So then if you're like shooting super duper fast, then everyone that touches the wall will, you know, work. So we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna do gun, Boolean variable. We're basically just gonna make sure that it doesn't have piercing. So if they don't have piercing and they hit a wall, then it'll, you know, destroy the bullet. All right. So if they don't have piercing, then we will, let's see here. So no piercing, then the, let's see, yeah, bullet collision with solids, bullet delete. All right, and then we can also too, really quickly, we need to go to bullets. Oh, I put it right there. There we go. I mean, you can also go to that too. So there is a thing we want to add that is bounce. So then we can have the whole like bouncing thing. Let's also too, I'm going to shorten that to 600. Okay. There we go. All right, and so this is basically just to make sure that you know, you don't have like bouncy bullets or something. So let's put that up there actually. There we go. So basically, it's just checking if these are all true, then it will, you know, do this and to repeat for that. All right. Actually, you know what, we can, because we're not going to put too much extra stuff down there, we can honestly just set that there for now, just like that. All right. Okie dokie. And yeah, it should be good. Okay. Alright, and then let's also too, let's really quickly go to stats, that's what it is. We'll go bullet. Is it over here actually? No, actually I don't think it is. Mm-hmm. Interesting. It doesn't have how many bounces are left. So if I were to like, okay, good. Okay, well, we can always adjust that later. Interesting. That's weird. I think they changed how the bouncing works. Ah, it's okay. Again, we can adjust that later. Right now, what we're currently focusing on is the item displays. So like if you look here in the, top right corner, you can see, well, currently there's no items because I haven't picked up any. So we're going to try to make sure that works all really quick. I'm trying to do it an easier way than I did in the first one. So we're going to do players collision with an item. And then we'll also do once because we only want to step in once per time. We're going to go to the item display. Okay, so we'll do if that's 1. Display animation. Actually, I'm sorry, I wrote this down on a piece of paper just to make sure I don't forget. Okay. So we'll say if it's not empty, then we will change oh yeah, that is kind of difficult. So the thing here is, since it's the same object, it's the same problem I ran into last time. One sec. Let me just double check this, because on paper it sounded good, but let's see. So then that is difficult. That is difficult. Okay. Because then we would just have to do display animation by name. So to items. Animation name. But the thing is the thing that sucks is there's no way to check the variable of 1 and then do it for another one at the variable, because if I just do this, it'll change it like that. Let's see. Actually, so like if I did this, a little problematic. Also, I can move this up a little bit more. So then it's a little bit easier to grab. So we're going to move that up a tiny bit more, and then we're also going to, oh wait, wrong. So we're going to lift this up a little bit more so it's easier to grab items, and then we might actually increase the hitbox size of items as well. But, because I really don't want to do it the way I did before. Because it worked the way before, it's just that's not how I want to do it, because that is way more tedious. So right now I'm just kind of trying to finish everything for retro, and then I'm just gonna add in the other characters, since that'll probably be easier. So I'll be showing the development of the other characters as well. I'm just using retro as kind of like a base to like start for everything, since he's kind of like the default kind of like he's got, you know, like the default base stats and everything, and then the other ones will kind of just be different variations almost. So I feel like it'll just be easier to just start with retro, and then, you know, slowly add in like the new ones once I get more stuff down, like the actual like rooms and the things like that. I'm just casually breaking my fingers. It's more also too, I want to wait until I have like the items set up kind of thing, so then I can add the ability power, which is like, you know, the whole reroll thing for retro. And then once I get the ability power in, then I think I might start adding the other ones, since, you know, that's like the last really main kind of mechanic that I want to get down, since that's like another thing that they all have, but they all have different variations of it. And so yeah, so I kind of just want to set that up first. Alright, so let's see here. So so this variable thing might not work. This is going to be hard. We're going to have to try to think of a way to do this. So, because I really don't want to do what I did last time, because that fucking sucked, like adding in new stuff like that. So let's see here. Because I'm trying to find a way where I can have it where it checks that, but only for one type of object. I don't want to have to make a bunch of duplicates, since that'll suck for adding stuff later. But that is, like, if it comes to it, then that is what we're gonna have to do. And I know that works, but I want to do it a different way, since that would be a lot easier in the future. So you know what we could try doing? Actually, okay, one sec. We're doing a big brain here. So let's take this position here. We're going to try to do something like this. Okay, alright, here, one second, let me turn back on the background music. Yeah, because I could do it kind of like that, like how they do in like Risk of Rain or something, where it's like just like a large thing of items. But I feel like in most runs, people aren't going to get one of every item. And I want it to kind of almost look like it generates the item displays, kind of like in the Binding of Isaac. I want to sort of do something like that, and I think I might have just thought of a way I could possibly do something like that without having them like have preset like locations for each one. One sec, I think I might have an idea. This is a little far-fetched, but if it works, then yeah. All right. Okay, so that's empty. Change that animation. And then And we'll create okay, this might work. This might work. This might work. And let's also do so then that should work with every type of item. Okay, so if I were to do that, and then I were to go in here, I might be a genius. If this works, I might actually be like Omega Big Brain. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Let's see if this works. So just out of curiosity, let's see. So if I like walk in this, or fuck, 1 second, hitbox is too small. Oh wait, did I put all those in the items too? Did I do that? Okay, I did. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, let me also really quickly go to the item hitboxes and make those a little bit bigger. Just gonna push them downwards a little bit so it's a little easier to grab them through like the thing. Okay, let's try this really quick. Is that really still too big? We could move this up a little bit more, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna go up to 19. But yeah, I think I might have an idea for this. It's just I just gotta actually get this like set up where it should hopefully function properly. But I think, let's see. So, okay, item works. Okay, but then the second one doesn't pick up. So let me just double check the code for this, just make sure I didn't fuck this up. Let me also double check too to make sure it's not like this is the problem. Okay, what if I try it like that without the little weight thing in there? One sec. Let me make sure that it works with all the items too and I'm not just like bugging. Oh, okay, that's... But what if I try and do like this? Wait, is that not? Oh, that's on the base layer. Oh, that's a problem. That could be what the issue was. Okay, so let's put that back to once then. Oh, wait, yeah, because that needs to be that. Okay, actually, one sec. We're gonna... Okay, we'll leave that like that. But, okay, I might actually be... Okay, I might actually got it. I think I got it. Holy shit, one sec. Okay, we just gotta go down to here, and we're just gonna move this to the top. If it'll start scrolling, please. Scroll upward. There we go. I might have done it. I might have done it. Holy shit. I think we did it, guys. We just came up with Omega big brain little algorithm to make this work. So let me just put that there just so it like doesn't teleport all the way back to the fucking bottom. Because I've had that happen before and oh my god, that sucks. It's super annoying. Just gonna slowly inch it up here to the top. We're almost there. There we go. Okay. And now, behold. Or actually, wait. Actually, now it's speed 24. Yeah, it is a slow. Because that's what that's a little unfortunate. I wish I could just click on it and then just like drag with my mouse, like so then I could just like zoom it like this, you know. But alas, that does not work. All right, one sec. Let me. Okay, so it does have to be 48. I see. Okay, let me just put that right there, and then I think we're good. I just gotta find wherever the fuck I had it. I think it was right here. Okay, so now, in theory, if I pick up an item, and then I pick up another item. Yes! Fuck yeah, we did it! Let's fucking go. Okay, and so now we just need to just add a couple more of these, and just change the coordinates. Oh, fucking Christ, thank. I'm so proud of myself right now, holy shit, oh my god. I was so worried that wasn't gonna work. Okay. So this needs to be 1800. Okay, and then 1848. So this process here is gonna be a little iffy, but the nice thing with this, the way that we're doing it right now, is we just do this once and we don't ever have to touch it ever again. And that's super nice because in the other one I would have to adjust shit literally every time I add a new item. And I really don't want to fucking do that. Like I really don't want to fucking do that. That would suck. Okay. Whew. Okay, so... Oh, that's not organized, right? There we go. Okay. Now let's see, 1848. $1704 and 120. 1704 120. So just quick mini test really quick. We're just gonna walk through these really quick. Good, and it shows the proper animation for each one. Oh wait, let's also just double check this too. Yep. Yep. All right. And let's also move these down here actually really quick. So now I should be able to grab these. Yep. Okay. And I can grab them whatever order I want, and then we'll change it to the correct one. There we go. And then obviously we haven't added more. But yeah, so now we basically just keep adding the little like grid thing here, and then we're good. Alright, do you want to do this by 5s or 4s? Actually, let's do it by 5s. I feel like that would be nicer. Like visually. Okay, there we go. So that allows 5 of them, and now we basically just keep adding on between these. And so this next one, because we basically just add and remove 48 depending on like the thing. And so this would be, oh actually because that's the next one, so that would be 1704 and 120. And then it would create one at 120, and then it's like we're pulling up a calculator. 1704 plus 48, because I'm bad at math. 1752. Two. And then that would be 1800. Wait a second. It should be in the same fucking thing. Oh, that makes it even easier. Because it's going to be the same fucking numbers every time, just on a loop, just with a different y-axis. Holy shit. This is so much easier than the first one. Oh my god. I'm almost in tears right now with like how happy I am at how fucking much easier this is compared to the first fucking thing that I made. Oh, this is so nice. Yeah, so then once it gets to that, it'll go down again, back to this, but with a different y-axis. So it's, so we'll go here, that's good, and then the y would be 68, if I'm correct. Yeah, it would be 68. Holy shit. And then we just keep going down the list, so we keep just going, yeah. Or actually, no, we do have to add the 1655 one too. Since we did add the whole like extra layer there. Okay, so then it would go... Okay, so then instead of 1704, it would go to the 1652, if I'm correct. 56. And then we loop back around. Nice. And then we can just keep doing that for as many items as we want there to be, like, visible. Alright, so now we have the full little circle here. We can basically just copy paste these and just change the y-axis number. And there we go. And then obviously we have to change this one too, but we just gotta change the y-axis then. Because now we're back to this, so that we just go here. Go to this, 168, 168, grab this, put this down here, change this both to 168. So like also just for reference, I can like go into here really quick so you can see. So it's like, boom, item, boom, item, boom, item. I might need to make the hitboxes a little bigger. But yeah, look at that, we can just start grabbing items. Okay, that one's a little miscentered, but you get the point. I will readjust that. Okay, so we have... So So 18, 18. Oh yeah, it's because that one is there. Yeah, because we just have to add another one of these, if I'm correct. Yeah, because that goes right before it. So we're just gonna toss this little guy right here. Just gonna organize that. And do 72. 120. And then we're gonna call this 56, 72. And so now whenever we pick up that next item, it should boop, 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 boop. Oh, grab it. Oh, not 72, 120. Oh, there we go. And so now we just basically keep looping that. So just like boop. I am definitely gonna make their hitboxes a little bit bigger though, because goddamn. There we go, look. And now we can just keep looping that, and then we'll just have a nice little pillar here of just all the items you've collected. It's beautiful, isn't it? Goddamn. I know it looks overly complicated when you look at this from an outside perspective, but that's really not bad, like, at all. That's, like, surprisingly easy and simple. Sweet. Oh, thank fuck. That's so much better than what I did last time. My goodness. Alright. And so now we can just keep kind of layering that on there. So let's try to layer it on a little bit more, just so we can have a couple more. So 168. 168. That's 69. Hee nice, but also not exactly what we're looking for right now. Alright. I'll just copy this, paste this down here. 168. I did 69 again. Goddamn. Got something on my mind. What the fuck? Alright. 68. And then for this one, we do 168. And then we go to the next one down, which would be 216, I believe. One sec. Yeah, 216. Let's go. I'm math Jesus. No one can stop my math brain. That's a joke. I fucking failed math. But I mean, hey, I'm doing good now, aren't I? Oh wait, fuck, no. Wrong one. We need this. There we go. And then we do 216. And then, yeah, and then we just keep going down the line. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 216. Hey, and accomplishment just came on too. Bro, it's magical. It's the universe just knows. Just knows that I am succeeding right now. It's magical. Alright, then we just need this one. The nice thing too is every time we do another one of these little loops that we're doing, every single one of those adds another 5 to that column. Or like another like 5 to like each row. So then there's just more and more items that we can just look at, and it'll be magical. It'll be epic. Alright, so we're at that number, so now we can go to this one. And then for this next one, we do 260, what would that be? $264, I think. One sec, double checking with the calculator again. I don't trust myself. I don't trust my math. Bro, I got it right. What the fuck? Bro, I should start trusting my math more. What the hell? Since when did I get decent at fucking doing math? What the fuck? Literally since when? Alright. So now we're going to 264. 264. Sorry that you guys have to just sit here and watch the all the math stuff. I know it's probably not super entertaining, but at least you get some nice jams while doing that. Also, is the music too quiet? Is it too loud? Any input on that? Just checking. we're gonna get 264. There we go. Alright, we'll probably do one more loop of this for now, and then we'll get to like adding more stuff, and then I can just add more later. Since this is like super duper easy. It's fine? Alright, good, good. Alright. That would be 302, I believe. Would that be 302? No, it'd be 312. Right? That sounds about right. Yeah, it's 312. Okay. Alright, and so then we'll just leave that for now. So now we can just grab a pretty good amount of items. So that's what, we can grab 15, 20 items about. I mean, like, we can still grab more. I just mean, like, in the item display, visually, we will only see that many. Okay, so let's also too really quickly, just so I don't fuck this up on accident later or something. We're just gonna freeze all that in place. So that shit can't be fucked with. And where's the item display? We're gonna also freeze that in place so we also don't fuck with that on accident. The cursor, we'll just like move that over here too, just for convenience. Actually, I'll move that like just outside of the circle. There we go. Alright, so now if we go in here really quick, we can pick up items. Looking nice and epic. Oh, fuck. God, I gotta make those hitboxes bigger, on God. So yeah, so that's good. And then we can, like, shoot enemies. So you have fancy damage numbers now. The stats look good. There's all the effects like piercing, freezing, all that shit's working. And so now we just need to make it where each of the items, like, actually give you a stat change when you pick them up. That's gonna take a little bit. Honestly, I might save that for another stream, since this one's about 2 hours long already. I'll probably end the stream soon here. So yeah, let me pause this music for now. Let's just save this really quick. But yeah, I'd say that was a shit done today. We got items added in. We got the item pedestals added in. We got the box added in. Actually, before I do that, let's increase those fucking hitboxes. God damn. Okay, so those are fine. That one's fine. I think it's more with tier 4 items. Yeah, tier 4, 5, and so on. Okay, so we're just gonna do like this. And we're just going to make them all the way down. Just all the way down into the sides. Because we want to be able to grab that way easier. Hell, we might even change the hitbox of the... Hi, hello, Sir Reynolds. Good to see you. That update... Yeah, I might have to pull a Cult of the Lamb on this one and be just like... You know, if we reach a certain goal of or some kind, like if we reach like a certain amount of purchases of the game or something, like if I actually start making like some decent-ish money off the game, then maybe I will add the sex update to Area 259. You never know. Maybe we'll add an entire floor that's just a like fucking sex dungeon. That would be probably the weirdest thing I've ever added into any of my games ever, but that would be interesting. I might add something like that. It kind of depends. Because I was actually planning on eventually adding an item that was basically just Death Certificate from the Binding of Isaac. Which is basically, if you don't know what that is, it's an active item that when you activate it, it teleports you to a room with literally every item in the game. And you get to pick one of them. And then, like, you know, you can, what's the word? Then you like go back to where you were before. So it's basically just like one free item, and it can be any item in like in the game that you want. I might add a tier 5 item like that or something maybe. But for like testing reasons, usually I don't really need to make an entire testing room like that. I can just spawn in as many things as I want. Like if I really wanted to, I could literally just do this. And then I can click preview. And it's like, oh my god guys, look, I can just steal all these items. That's usually how I do testing actually, is I just spawn in a shit ton of random items. Obviously, right now we haven't added the auto reroll thing, so it kind of like doesn't. But if I can grab the item, there we go. But yeah, so you can see we can grab all these things. So normally for like testing reasons, I do stuff like that. So I don't really need like a kind of testing room. I mean, I obviously do have like a testing room right now, but that's more for like testing base mechanics before we start adding the actual rooms, so then I can just test on those. Alright, so we got that. We're just gonna save that. Alright, we were gonna make these. We're gonna make it a little taller, but then a little shorter on this edge. There we go. So then it's technically the same hitbox size, we're just moving it up 1 pixel. And that should finally make it where I can effortlessly grab the items without having to like fucking press my entire body against the fucking thing. January 31st. I can't tell if you're saying that and like an ominous like something's gonna happen that day, or if that's like when you believe the sex update's coming out. In which I don't know if I'd be able to get all that done in like 3 days. I'm a little terrified. That's supposed to be 18. There we go. And then that moves up to 10. There we go. There we go. All right, let me save that. Wait, what day is January 31st? Let me look. So Wednesday. Oh, I forgot the background music was off. There we go. Alright, 1 sec. Wait, what else? Oh yeah, I was gonna test the hitboxes really quick, make sure that they're good. So then I can just like run across them all. There we go, that's much better. Now I can grab them without having to like, you know, die in real life, the movie. Alright. So yeah, that was basically almost exactly 2-hour long stream. We're about to reach it in literally 1 second. Boom, 2 hours, let's go. Holy shit, guys, let's celebrate. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I'd say that was a really successful stream. We got the item, basically like almost everything item related done, except for like the actual item changing your stats and like the reroll stuff. But yeah, other than that, I'd say that was pretty goddamn good. And we got like, you know, more things like you know, collisions with certain boxes and shit. But yeah, I'd say that was a really good, another fantastic, successful stream. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Later.